Too. Why would I
It's because it's my car.
No, honestly, it's not. I
was
mean,
supposed to
that
clean it out
doesn't
yesterday.
help, but I would much rather take the train than the bus,
When you
or the bus than drive. I can read. I can listen to my iPod.
Kiehl's puts parabens in their products.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. It makes my skin look like I just got a facelift.
You ever tried
The oatmeal
clay?
No, I can't stand that when it dries on your face and you're like. I use that oatmeal scrub.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god.
Why don't you make some at home?
I make toast at home. I don't make anything at home. I'm gonna make fucking skin products. I'm gonna make my own candles. I'm gonna start making my own soap too. I won't even make soup. I won't even make hard-boiled eggs.
You're making coffee though.
I am making coffee recently. Coffee doesn't make the house smell like a diner. My house is too small to cook. It would be like bombs of war if I cooked in my place. I would wake up and I'd be like, oh my god, all my clothes smell like whatever I cooked the night before. But then I could get into my Ford Fiesta.
And everything would be okay.
Is it possible to get roaches in your car?
A friend of mine posted a picture on Facebook of a rat that was in her car. She had it parked in a New York City parking garage, and the parking garage always leaves the window down a bit. And they drove all the way to their house in upstate New York, parked the car, went in, spent the night, got up in the morning, and it was a cold night, and the sun was just streaming in, warming up the dashboard, and the rat was sitting on the dashboard of the car.
They were so lucky that rat didn't come out when they were driving.
On the highway.
Oh my god.
On 87 North.
I'm sure the rat got in upstate New York, Jen.
Oh, no.
Sleeping under the seat?
Yeah. Hiding. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they didn't leave their windows open. They didn't leave their windows open at night.
I can't even tell you how traumatized I would be. Even though I didn't know, even getting up the next
That's
morning.
my worst fear. A rat in the car or a bird. A rat or a bird.
Can you imagine?
And that and my arms being pulled off by a gorilla. Those are my three.
Like that?
Yeah.
Can you imagine sitting in the car and all of a sudden a pigeon comes out? Like in Florence, pigeons are friendly. They're friendly. I swear, you're sitting there in a cafe or whatever.
They're friendly in Venice too.
We'll come and land on your shoulder. I'm freaking out. Nobody else cares. I'm but yeah. What about a bat in the car?
Bats though will find a spot and just stay there. They won't.
Imagine if you got roaches in your car.
Imagine what?
You got roaches in your car. You're driving and all of a sudden you see a roach flies.
Well,
that's another reason why you shouldn't drive.
If you park your car in a parking garage in New York and they leave your window open, you could get.
Oh, those flying ones?
I think people do get roaches in their car.
Oh my god. That's another reason not to drive. You don't see that?
Can you do a Twitter search, roaches in car?
Right now? We shouldn't talk so long about that.
So how many people follow you on Twitter?
About 1,100.
How many new ones do you get a day?
Average? I don't know actually. Probably 20.
20 a day.
Probably. It gets to a point.
I get one new one, and then the next day they leave.
No, but you know what it is? It gets to a point. You hit a plateau, and then it's just not a plateau. You get to a certain point, and then you start to get followed, not exponentially, but a lot. You want to roll.
The tipping point?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And but I don't really even try. I try not to look at it that way at all. I'm not about how many. I mean, I'm psyched that I have a lot, but I'm more about who it is. I'm not at all about Like, I hear people say, I see people Twitter, oh, I only need 200 more to be at 2,000. You know, let people know. And I swear, I'm like, that is like kind of lame. It's like, I don't want this, I don't care if everyone can follow me. I can care if all cameras follow me. But I'm not going to go solicit it. You know, I really believe I'm building relationships with my Twitter. I was saying this in my presentation the other day. Like the people that I follow, I'm going to start to follow me back, are in fashion, music, social media, hip hop, mostly tech, probably. But then those other ones too, because I'm following them and I'm part of the conversation. I'm becoming part of the conversation. And then of course there are other ones, but they drop off. You know what I mean? But if I like use one of these like Twitter apps that like get you like thousands of followers, they don't have anything I want. You know? Advice, inspiration, links. Responsiveness is huge. Links. I mean, I'm not gonna follow some like Christian, and I say that because a ton of them follow me. But in like
You have a lot of Christians following you?
I don't know, all of a sudden.
Did you mention God recently?
Not that I can know of. I don't know what it is, honestly. It's so funny. It's weird. Like conservative, neocons. Following me.
Oh, maybe you mentioned the devil if they're neocons.
But but like they're not gonna have links that I'm interested in. So anyway, whatever. Twitter is
Do neocons like...
getting into. You see that blog post I did yesterday about the Twitter search? Back tweets? Twitter is now actually, I believe, becoming like a threat to Google, believe it or not. This little app, minimalist, like nothing application.
The real-time searching.
The biggest problem they have is bandwidth. And they're like scaring everybody. Because it's transparency. It's like culture. It's now. There's no real walls up there.
Well, the people are doing... Well, Google developed this algorithm to do popular searches, right?
Yep.
And so now Twitter...
It's real time search. You can't
The real
beat that.
people are the algorithm.
Yeah. The people are the
It's like
algorithm.
living mathematics.
It's like simplifying it to like it's much more valuable. It's the most valuable search right now, I think. Although, I mean, it depends on what you're doing. If you're looking for like, you know, where was Abraham Lincoln born?
It has its place.
Yeah.
There's certain populations that I could see like never going on Twitter.
I think it's going to be a hard sell.
Like ceramicists. I don't really see them.
Are you kidding? There's a whole art section. Did you see that in the wiki?
No.
Oh, you're talking about that? I'm thinking of like
Yeah, but
culture.
ceramicists are really kind of like
Are you kidding?
anti-technology.
Are they even a demographic? Are there enough of them to even become a demographic?
They have a magazine. They have a couple.
Called what?
Ceramics Monthly. And there's another one, but I don't. There's only 10 issues a year, granted.
I think you'd be searching for like crafts people, right?
Yeah, I have a crap person that I follow that never.
Do you go to Etsy.com?
That was hilarious. What did you tweet about Etsy? I was like, that is so true. I have the same sort of file, and I'm a DIYer, but there's something about it.
You saw that? I got like people responding to me dying. I was like,
Dying of
sometimes I
laughter.
stumble upon Etsy.com and I get the same sinking feeling I get when Christian rock starts playing on my iPod. It's true though. I'll be like, give me a. There's always like people make these things bags and. I mean, my God, like, is it all? It's like all women too, right?
No, it's gay men.
Can you imagine?
There's RISD grads.
Wait, can you imagine my brother cruising around Etsy.com?